Welcome to our Digital Entrepreneur Live Talk. Get ready to be inspired, learn with us, and take action for the future God is preparing for you.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. So, we are back again for another episode of the Digital Entrepreneur Business Live Talk. We will be talking two common topics that pretty much a lot of people can relate to it. But of course, before we dive into these two topics, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Rosalind Adkins. I'm originally from Cebu, Philippines, based here in Maine, USA. Before I started this business, I was a volunteer firefighter, fitness coach, and a full time healthcare worker. I was working 72 hours a week and still living paycheck to paycheck. Um, I was just so tired of the survival, just barely survive and pay my bills. Nothing left because as a breadwinner, pretty much two bills coming in, and it's only one checks that's I get every month. So I was struggling and tired of the daily cycle of life. And I realized that nothing changed if I don't do something. It has been 3 years. I've been doing this business. I'm so grateful to be part of this. But at least now I have options. I have options in life, when it comes to finances and the opportunity that I have here, and it's really answered prayer because imagine guys, from no business background, no computer background, and very shy to running this online business. It's in the beginning I couldn't believe that I end up doing my own business. I thought I just maybe find another job, but working 72 hours a week, it's already too much, sleeping 3 to 4 hours, that's it. But of course I realized now I don't like the way how my life goes. And always remember, guys, if you don't like what you're going through right now, you have to change that. Nobody will change that for you but yourself. So I'm so grateful that I realized that sooner in my life. And at the same time, I really take actions because nothing happened if I didn't decide and push, get out of my comfort zone. So, because always remember yung job natin, we are all replaceable. Daming changes, we don't know if how long it lasts, and then if something happen, if wala tayong plan B or another source of income, then what are we going to do? Especially if you have kids. But for me, it's like bills here, and then as a breadwinner, it's not easy. So right now, I have a lot of options. Like options, what I'm looking forward as well is to achieve the time freedom and financial freedom. So stay tuned, and hopefully you learn something from us today. And if you could relate to me, if you're a breadwinner, burnout, working long hours, and then tired of that daily cycle, maybe this is also the right opportunity that you've been looking for. So hopefully also we could answer your questions at the end of this live. But before we started, I'm gonna ask my business partner here to introduce herself, give a little her why, and then what she's looking forward into this business. Hi sis, good afternoon.
Hi, sis. Thank you so much. And hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Happy Tuesday. And we're back again in our episode, Digital Entrepreneur Business Live Talk. And we have two topics to share. But before we dive into that topic, I'm gonna share a little bit myself. My name is Teresa. I'm originally from Misamis Occidental, Philippines. I'm living here in Pennsylvania, USA. It's been almost 20 years in this United States, and I've been working on a corporate job for almost 19 years. And those 19 years, it has the same cycle, the same paycheck to paycheck, and the same time working a lot of hours. And before I found this business, I didn't really looking for anything, until things happens. You know, I need more extra income. I need more time for me and for my family. And then that's the time I want something that really can help me get that extra income, not getting another job. And that's what would take me here in the online space. And kahit ano wala akong experience, business experience or computer experience, I'm still learning this opportunity through the training that they provide us. So what I'm really looking forward to this opportunity is to gain my time and also to get this financial freedom. Kasi po in corporate lagi ka in corporate job, I'm really grateful to have that. But for me, I just want to have control on my time. And so I'm not worried about asking permission to take vacation anytime I want. And also, that you don't have to worry about the funds that if you have to travel anywhere. So that's the best that I can really like looking for this opportunity. And also, sa lahat po ng gusto pong you can try this opportunity. Um, you have to do your diligence, kahit anong gusto mong gawin. So if you're looking for something, especially online, you have to uh, try the try and check it out because lahat hindi naman ang business online is not lahat scam, because the first thing you say in the online business is you marami talaga mga scammers. So for us here that we share this opportunity through our website, to our account, to our social media, and we're doing our go live here to for you guys to trust us and for you to know that we are real people, that we share this opportunity kung sino man ang nanonood dito sa aming live. So hopefully guys, and you can uh, share or you can learn something and be inspired by what we share today and our story why we started this business.
That's right. Thank you so much, Sister Ressa. And yes, let's talk about these two amazing topic. So, anong biggest reason why you did not start this online business? So, yung sa mga, if you run into this opportunity already, you have doubts, you're skeptical, and you don't believe in yourself, or if you are already in this business but you are not taking this business seriously, this is for you. So alam mo sis, yung lahat tayo know why we run into this opportunity, why we are scrolling on social media and run into this, because we are looking for more. There is a reason you're not just scrolling for accident because you just want to scroll, because our ads, there is a reason why you see our ads, because that's our target, and why any platform when you're scrolling show you all the different ads, because that's what you've been looking for. So if you click, it means you are looking for something. But what's holding you back, di ba? So yung sa
Mhm.
akin and my experience nung nag-start pa ako sis, is I was not skeptical, but I wasn't really looking for something back then. But when burnout hits me, that's where I really prayed and I really asked God's guidance. And then when this present to me, I is pretty much like someone yung baga nag-whisper sa akin, nag-click. And I follow my instinct. That was really like, yung bagang, yung goosebump ko talaga sis, yung nakita ko yung ad ni coach. That was the only reason I really paused and I clicked and watched this. And then in less than 24 hours, I joined. In that moment, I joined. I paid at 149, and then the next day, nagbook ako ng call, because even though I didn't understand the process, but I trust myself. Yourself alone know better na if this is what you've been looking for, but what's holding you back? Minsan, yung mga spouse natin, hindi sila supportive, but always remember, you and your spouse may not have the same desire, may not have the same goal, but your spouse cannot give you the life that you want, cannot give you the life of having going back to the Philippines without any boss telling you to you have to apply for a vacation, without putting up any time or asking your spouse money to buy a ticket, or to help asking money for your spouse to send money back home, because most immigrants, most of us here abroad, we are working so we can support our family back home. That's part of our culture, helping our family back home. May not be all, pero mostly, we love our family. So that's pretty much a lot of people what holding them back. When I started this, I didn't ask anybody permission. Yung sa akin, I was hungry for change. I'm tired of the daily grind. That alone pushed me. Yes, I don't have business background. I don't have any computer background. I was so scared to touch any keyboard because I might screw up. But and I was very, very shy. But that didn't stop me, because if that's the only thing that I need to get out, I need to do to achieve my goal, then I'm willing to work for it. I'm willing to practice, learn, and show up even nobody's watching. And yeah, you don't need to ask anybody's permission. Yourself, you're all adult. You know how to make the decision. If you have that in your heart, that didn't God didn't put that in there by accident. There is a reason behind, because you are worth more than what you have right now. You really have to, kasi alam mo sis, maraming yung sa in general, no, na they're living in the survival mode, na they don't follow their dreams, hindi nila pinakinggan yung sarili nila. Yung nandito din sa business, no, ang masasabi ko is treat this business like serious, because it is at the end of this journey, kumbaga, you will harvest talaga. Yung business talaga magbibigay sa iyo ng time freedom, financial freedom. But if hindi mo to tratuhin na parang business talaga, that your life depends on it, na serious. Kumbaga, isipin mo, how you treat your job, how you treat this, it would have a big impact in your business and in your life. Kasi nakita natin sa community natin sis na grabe yung mga taong na-achieve nila from no daily grind, a lot of debts, and petition their family back home, helping more people to, letting go of their full time. Grabe, kung kaya nila, kaya din natin to. Wala, hindi yan sa age, hindi yan, kumbaga, hindi ako techie, mahiyain ako, I cannot do that. No, you all can, we all can. Kung kaya nila, kaya din. Kasi may training na dito, may support, may automated system. Lahat naka-display na. Ang kailangan na lang natin, i-pause, play, follow, be coachable, and reach out as we go. Because you could never run yourself and anything by yourself. It will take time. But if you build something with a community supporting you, all the tools that you have, you will be successful much quicker. Yung ano mo masasabi mo dito sis? Based on your experience lang, at saka yung kumbaga dati, if you put yourself nung nag-scrolling ka pa.
Well, so before I found this business, I was like, I'm really looking for something, like because of that situation that I'm really tired. There's overtime, like, and then like even you're sick, you have to go to work. So that time, at that point, like I was really looking for something, and then when I found the one of the ads that my coach now, so I didn't really like, I didn't reach, I didn't start the business right away because of a personal reason, and I waited. I think I waited like almost a year to start it, and until I get. It's not that I I don't have funds to start, but it's just like I have a reason to not to start right away. But I save her information. So yeah, at that time really I want something that really can, not just for me though. I'm thinking about that for the family, that because I just about like most of here we always don't have time. Well, lalo na you have kids. Who's gonna watch your kids while if you want to go to work? So I'm always thinking of ahead that some like in the future, we have kids, and I'd rather watch my kids and while earning online. So that's what I was looking for, that opportunity, and then that's what here. So I was like 2 years now. So um so it's like you're starting a job. You have to, like, we always worried about like what if we can do the job? So we always have training. The same thing in the business, like we mentioned, we have all training all the time. So it's not really hard not to start, because even you're not a tech savvy, if you don't have no experience, it's not really important if you don't have no experience, as long as you follow the instruction, you follow all the training, and also if you have a willingness to learn the business. And that's the only thing that we need here in this journey, is the willingness, because lahat talaga matutunan natin. And also, you're not alone in this business. Once you register your name and email address to our website, automatic you already have a mentor and a coaches that will assign you for the lifetime journey. So you're not really alone. The only thing here is you have to reach out, because we're not dealing just one person in this business. We're dealing 1,000 people. So for us to be successful in this business, you have to reach out. I was doing that the same with me when I was started for like a year. I thought I can do it myself. And I'm sure, of course, I was very shy. So it takes me a year just to get out of my comfort zone. And then I was not really like, I was still comfortable with my full-time job. So for me, I was not taking this business seriously until this time that, wow, I just realized that my job is not really, it's not a it's not really safety for me to just doing my full-time job, because everything can change in just a matter of time. So that's what I experienced last year with our job, that we announced that there's try to downsizes the department. So that's what makes me like, I need to do something. you know I'll treat this business more seriously than compared to when I start. Just do
Mhm.
it slowly. And also, like we mentioned, we always shy person, but
Yeah.
we cannot really change our situation if we keep doing that. Our shyness, our like, we don't have no confidence. But if we try to practice, show up a little bit more in the business, you know it will adds up. As long as you keep showing up in your business, go back to the training, learning more of the training, and reach out to what people you want to know, what you want to help us to improve. We're here all the time. So if you're worried about, you don't have anybody here, you're wrong, because we're here. The community is really amazing, that really support us, no matter where you are in this global world, or in this business. But you are here to support us. We have a lot of areas and ways to communicate, and like, get all the information we need in this journey.
Yes, thank you so much, sis. That's wonderful. And yes, hopefully, guys, you could relate to that, and that helps you, because we were sharing just based on our experience and also of what we see in our community. And the next one that we will be talking about is bakit ka matatakot sa sabihin ng iba? Anong masasabi mo dito, sis?
Para sa akin, that was the first time when I started, because like I said, we don't really know the business, like, what am I doing, and then I'm worried about people will judge me. But the more you study the training, the more you get to love the business. You will get think about this, like, why should I worry about people? I'm doing the business. This business is legit. This is not a scam. So why should I worry about people, judging me or saying, because this is like 100% federal, registered. So I don't have to worry about what people gonna say to me. But for us, as a newbie, that's why we always think about, like, those all this negative judgment. But for me, that's like a part of the business. It's just like how you gonna deal with it, how you gonna respond to it, and also how you gonna, if it's gonna what you to hold you back to run this business. So just think about it, and then also just, like, go back to why you start the business. So
Yeah.
don't worry about it, because for me, at the end of the day, they're not paying your bills, they're not giving you food in the table, you're not doing anything for you. So those people that always saying negative from you, it means they're saying something that they cannot do, in the online space. So for me, just go on kahit anong mangyari, kung ano mang mga negative na ma-receive mo at your work, at your family, or your friends, just keep going because
Yes.
the result will show to you and to them, and then that will realize that you're not doing something wrong. You're just doing something for your own and for your family.
Yes. At saka alam mo rin sis, no, kumbaga, I love when you said na kahit naman anong mangyari, people always have something to say, either good or bad. Always remember na they're not paying your bills, and as long as whatever you're doing is legit, kumbaga, alam mong registered siya sa federal government, you studied, you walked into this journey, and you know everything about. And yung iba kasing magja-judge sa iyo, hindi nila alam. They judge the book by its cover. They don't know what's the inside of the whole chapter in this book. At saka, we have different journey. Kailangan nating pagdaanan yan kasi we are doing online business. At saka yung mga tao is na hindi sanay sa atin nakikita na kumbaga nagsashow up online, meron kang business kasi komportable silang nakikita tayo nasa same environment nila. So, kumbaga, if you get out of that environment, comfort zone, of course, meron silang sasabihin. Kumbaga, takot silang malampasan mo sila.
Yeah.
Takot silang life will be better than what they used to. Kasi hindi natin alam kung ano. Minsan insecure or jealousy yan. Kasi nagawa mo, hindi nila kayang gawin. So, always remember, you are better than these people kasi they are watching you, they are laughing you, but then at the end, they will always be doing that and you will be on top. And achieving that time freedom and financial freedom and letting go of that maybe toxic environment or tired of that daily grind or whatever cycle you are in life. So, because same lang po dito, nung magtanim ka ng seeds, yung bang sabi nilang Chinese bamboo, na it takes 5 years to be able to see the progress. But always remember, progress is a progress. And focus on one thing. In life, for us to be successful, we have to focus. Hindi pwedeng distracted tayo. Pag distracted, kailangan marami pa tayong pagdaanan, di ba? Kasi I was very distracted back then, but I learned a lot that kailangan kong i-focus yung mga kailanganin dito sa business. So hopefully that helps, guys. And if you have questions, feel free to comment in the comment sections or reach out to us. And if you are interested to learn more about the business, we do have a live webinar today. Simply Google our website into your Google tab, and then register your name and email, and you will receive the code for you to join our live workshop. But if you cannot attend the live, we have recording, 20 minutes recording. Same process, Google our website and sign up with your valid name and email, and then we will send you the workshop, the free workshop. And then if you like what you see, just simply proceed to the next steps or reach out to us for more information. Thank you so much, Sister Teresa, and God bless you, everyone. Take
Bless
care.
everyone.
What I love about this digital business is that we have step-by-step training. It's global. And also we have automated system that operates 24/7.
I love that the digital business is global, it's automated, it's flexible, no need for inventory, and I love that it's very scalable and the lucrative income is phenomenal.
My digital business gives me the peace of mind that one day my plan B will become my plan A.
We earn money passively online while spending time with family.
My digital business allows me to purchase the newest device on the market, thanks to.
And the best part is, even as I'm speaking to you right now, our digital business is still running, earning passively for us 24/7. It never stops.
So what I love about this business is that the huge earning potentials, and we do not have to recruit people because we use that tested and proven automated system, so right people comes to us.
We joined the business because we want to be out of the rat race of living paycheck to paycheck.
Working 2 jobs is really tiring and physically demanding. Thanks to this digital business that allows me to work anywhere.
The reason why I started this business is because I have a goal of retiring my husband early. And also,
what I love about this business is the automation system that's work for me 24/7. Wherever I go,
I love that this business is flexible and automated. I can do what I love most. Look after my...
I joined this business because I want the flexibility that I can work anytime, anywhere, and my business runs in the background for me 24/7.
What I love about this business is the automation, and
I want to build a legacy now so that I can pass it on to my children in the future.
It's the automated system, the flexibility and portability. I can work anytime and anywhere I want to.
What I love about this business is I can earn extra income.
With my digital business, I work smarter, not harder, anywhere and anytime. I chase.
What I love about the business is the automation. It provides results while you are sleeping, while you're spending time with your family, and while you're out and about.
The step-by-step video-based training that they provided me, and also the fantastic...
Because of this business, I was able to resign from my stressful job and now enjoying my time with my family and building my own business.
Working 24/7 non-stop. How amazing is that? And we have this beautiful community who is willing to help you to be successful in this business. You're not alone, so come.
And we are proud digital business owners. Hooray!